everyone. So in the specific time, it's now 9:40. So we will start the workshop, and I would like to welcome you all on behalf of the Organizing Committee of International Student Society of Yemen. My name is Mendeley Al-Sadi. I'm the president of International Student Society of Yemen, and I would like to welcome you all alongside with our respected speaker. So with that being said, I will give the mic to Mr. Abdullah Al-Shalif to explain and do this workshop to you. I hope this workshop is to be beneficial and engaging to you all. Thank you.
Okay. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. خواتم مباركة وكل عام وأنتم بخير. سلامات هريرة to everyone inshallah. First of all, I'd like to thank Mr. Manner for his invitation, and I would like to thank all committee members in Yemeni society in UTM. Today we are going to discuss about Mendeley, how to write your reference and how to use Mendeley in software and in desktop, Mendeley web, Mendeley import. We will discuss with you all these points. Let me just open the PowerPoint. Okay, how to manage your research work and write a reference using Mendeley. This is our topic today, and I'd like to start with the introduction to Mendeley and to answer this question, why we need to use manager software. Why we need to use manager software? Actually, there are a literature is very extensive, research work is very extensive, and so many, and you don't know how to organize your research work and how to do it in one place. So Mendeley will try to help you and give you a very good, beneficial and easy for you to use Mendeley software to organize your work in one place. This is the first point. And to write academic publication. When you are going to write any academic publication, you have to make it easy for you. And how to make it easy? You have to use manager software. There are a different manager software. We will tell you later what type of manager software rather than Mendeley. And also to make correction easy and fast. If you have any correction from the supervisor or from the reviewer in a publication, if you want to publish your paper, so if you have any correction, sometimes when we go to publish in any journals, they add you or they ask you to update your reference. How to update your reference? If you update your reference Mendeley, in Mendeley, it will be very fast and very easy. But if you do this step by using manual update, it will take very long time from you and it will make it difficult for you. So Mendeley software and other manager software like EndNote and Word, it will make this point or this correction very easy for you and very fast. Also Mendeley to make your work in one place. So if you collect your data and you do all your data in a PDF and use the traditional way in different files, it will be difficult for you, especially when you are in the middle of PhD or in the middle of the journey of master. So when you do by traditional way, it will be very difficult for you to refer back to the reference, because sometimes in our PhD journey we are using more than 300 PDF, more than sometimes 500 PDF for articles. So it's very difficult for you to use it in a traditional way. So Mendeley will help you to do your work, all your work in one place. Also to achieve our aim and graduate it on time. If you want to graduate it on time, you have to update yourself. You have to use the software manager and you have to use the new techniques to do your research work in a traditional, in a modern way. But if you use the traditional way, it will be very difficult for you and very difficult to graduate it on time. That's why many people, when the previous lecturers who study, like your supervisor, for example, he studied before 10 years, his PhD. That time there is no softwares, no managers, manager software. So it was difficult for them to graduate it in 3 years. But now we can graduate it in 2 years and a half. We can graduate it in 3 years, because we have so many advanced process or advanced software to use. If we use this advanced software, it will be easy for us to graduate it on time and help us to achieve our aim on time. And also there are some objectives. We will learn them in the following slides. As I told you, we have different manager softwares. We have different manager softwares. There are three. The most common is we have three: Mendeley and EndNote and Microsoft. But Mendeley is a free one. It's not commercialized, not commercial, like EndNote or like Microsoft. EndNote and Microsoft, some universities, they provide it, like UTM. I think UTM is provide the software for the researchers. It's easy for you to use EndNote, but the problem, if you maybe, I don't know, if you graduated from your PhD, I don't know that you can use that software or no, or maybe you do update or for your laptop, for example, or you sell your laptop. I think it's difficult for you to download it again if you don't have the software from the university. But Mendeley is free. You can download it anytime, you can upload it anytime, and use it anytime from any machine. What is Mendeley? First, we have to introduce Mendeley to you. Mendeley is a reference manager software with the three different tools as follow. One is the Mendeley desktop. We have Mendeley desktop and we have Mendeley web, Mendeley import. The problem of many researchers using Mendeley, and sometimes they say Mendeley is very difficult to use, and Mendeley is we don't know how to use it, because they are using Mendeley desktop only. If you are using Mendeley desktop only, it will not be very useful for you. But if you use Mendeley web and Mendeley import, it will be more advanced, and it will help you a lot in your to make your research work fast and easy. So we are trying to discuss with you about Mendeley desktop today, and Mendeley web and Mendeley import, and how to connect each three of them and work in one connection, and work together and connect each other and do synthesis. Sorry, to do synthesis between three of them. This one we will learn first. I will explain to you about Mendeley desktop. Then I will show you how to connect Mendeley web and Mendeley import together, and how we build our library in three of them. Okay, Mendeley is also the reference manager, allowed you to read, to share, and to cite your research paper. This is the benefit of Mendeley. And also it has a crowd database. Now Mendeley, if you have account in Mendeley, you will connect with other researchers in the world. And also Mendeley have around more than 3.5 million user or researchers around the world. If you are using Mendeley, you can connect with others, like if you have ResearchGate account. Sometimes we have ResearchGate account, we can ask the others for this paper, for this article, to download this article. And also Mendeley have some groups. It's like Facebook, but this one for academic purpose and you can discuss with and connect with others, and you can also try to download or to search in Mendeley about any articles. Reference manager. First, if you don't have Mendeley in your desktop, you can download your Mendeley through these steps. I will give you this PowerPoint later on. You can download it from this link as I posted in the group yesterday. This is the step how to download the Mendeley desktop. I will try to show you now some how to add a folder in Mendeley in PowerPoint. Then after that, I will move to use Mendeley inside the software itself. Okay, how to build, how to add a file or folder in Mendeley. We have here one step. We can click in the folder here and we add the name of the folder and we name it. Then we can open a new folder. After that, we have to open or to add some documents to Mendeley. How to add the documents to file? We have to click on the folder that we want to add the documents in, and we add it from here. We can plus in this icon. We can add the documents, and also the documents, the file that you can choose the file that you want. After that, you open and add it to the Mendeley. I will show you in the software itself, but first I will give you an introduction, then I will move to the software. Also, to add the PDF file like articles, you can add it or you can drag it directly to Mendeley by this way, and also you can drag it to the Mendeley library in by dragging directly from desktop to Mendeley. Now I will move to Mendeley to show you how to open file and how to add the documents to this file. Okay, now we have our Mendeley. If you open the software now, can you please open the software? And we follow each other step by step. Actually, one of the difficult things by doing the short course in software online, it's difficult. It's for the communication. If we are in one room, it's easy for us to apply. But I will try my best today to do it slowly and step by step. Okay, if you can see the Mendeley, my Mendeley now, I will start now how to add the file. If you cannot, you can WhatsApp me, or if you cannot see the Mendeley, you can WhatsApp me or send in chat. Okay. Now how to add folder? We can add folder from here. This is a folder we can plus folder, or if we want to remove any folder, we can remove it from this icon also. Now we add folder. Now we are create folder. This is the create folder. We can name the folder here. I will try to write it Mendeley. This is our new folder we create now. Then we create, okay. You see now it said this file already have. That means I have to add or choose another name or add any. I will add dot dot. Now this is our new folder. We have Mendeley. Now if you can see, this is Mendeley. It's empty. The file is empty. But if I go back to all documents, I have a lot of articles in this Mendeley. If you can see, this is the documents of my PhD. I have a lot of documents in one place in my library. This is my, I will try to show you how to build your library in desktop. This is the library. I have a lot of documents. how to add now some documents to this file. We have this file is empty. How to add some documents to this file? As I show you, we have a different ways. One is by adding from this icon. It's a add documents. If you click here, it will ask you to choose any file or choose any folder that you want. Okay, let's go to desktop. I will choose my the file from my desktop. Okay, for example, I choose this is my file. This is the documents that I want to add to Mendeley. Now I add it from my desktop. Just click add. Because now it's the Mendeley is very slow. It will be added now to this file and or to yes, it can be seen now in the file. Also, these documents also can appear in all documents. If you click all documents, you can see the documents that you add. Or if I don't know, because I have a lot of documents here, more than 500 documents. I want to know where is my my document that I already add. You can go to recently added. Recently added, you will find the documents that you just added in Mendeley. Recently added. It will appear in recently added now. Then it's easy for you to know what type of documents and when you add these documents and the documents that you added in which date, in which hour. It will show you all the details. For example, this is also recently read, and this one is recently added. But the internet is a little bit slow, so it will take time to appear here. Now we already know how to add the documents. Now this is the paper that we added now, and this is the documents or the file or the folder that we added in Mendeley desktop. How to create your folders? It's not only to create one folder only. You can add also in one folder inside the folder that you already create. Now we already create Mendeley folder, and we want to add another file in the same file that we already add. Just go to the add folder. It will be added in the same folder that we add. We have here Mendeley, and we have also here a new folder. We can name it new article. Okay, new articles. So we have now two folders, and if you want to add another folder inside the new folder, you can add it also easily. You just click on folder, it will be added for you. And like this, you have a lot of folders here. You can manage your work and make your work in one place, and easy for you to read. For example, I have here in my research, for example, aerated concrete. I'm searching about aerated concrete. So I have here the folder. I have all the documents related to aerated concrete. I organize my work, and also I have sub folder which is application of aerated concrete. We have here another file, application of aerated concrete, and also we have carbonation. Also under the carbonation, I have another folder. So if you organize your work by this way, you have so many folders in one place, and you have many articles, many documents in one place. It will be easy for you to write your research paper. It will be easy for you to write your thesis. When you are going to search about any article, any specific subtopic, you already know where did you save your articles. You already save your articles in folders in one by one, and you have also organize and manage your work to graduate it on time. Also now we have the articles and the documents here. How, if I already read this article, I have, for example, I add all these articles or these documents from database, maybe from Scopus, maybe from Google Scholar, maybe I download it, then I add it to Mendeley. I have different ways, as I told you, we have different ways to add the documents to Mendeley desktop. So for example, I already download this article, but I don't know that I read this article or no. How to know? We have here, if you can see this one, mark as and read. Mark as and read. If you click this one, it will change to, the color will be changed, and it will be now mark as read. That means you already read these articles, and you already open this article and read it. Because sometimes we download a lot of articles, but we don't know which article that I already read and which article that I don't read. You can use this function to differentiate between the articles that you already read and the articles that you don't read. One important thing is this star. If you can see this star, this one is yellow and this one is still in white color. If I choose this one or click on this one, it will open a new, or it will move this article from here to the articles of favorite articles. This is my favorite articles that in related to my topic and related to my title. If I click here, directly this article will move to another folder, and it will stay in all documents. All documents, that means all library. But this article will move to favorite folder. Where is favorite folder? We have here. This is the favorite folder. If you open the favorite folder, all the yellow one, the yellow star, all the favorite documents, or the documents that you already related to your work. If you click here, again, it will miss from your favorite. It will go directly to all documents, Now, how to select this one to your favorite, or to move it as a favorite documents? You have to click on the star. It will directly move to the favorite. And if you go to the favorite folder, you will find that article you already selected as a favorite document. But if you, after you read, you change your mind, you say, this article is not related to my work, you just click on the star again, it will move from the star, it will move from favorite files to the all documents, and you will miss this documents from favorite file. Now we have all documents that means my library. All documents is my library. All the documents that you add or download in Mendeley desktop, you will find it in this place, all documents. And the new articles that you add, just click recently added. Recently added, that means these articles are just added, or maybe 1 day or 2 days, 1 week to your Mendeley. And we have recently read. Some articles I just read it recently, before maybe 1 week or 2 weeks. It will show you here recently read articles. And this is the articles that I just read, and it will give you the details also about your articles when you read it. If you can see, this is the details added. This article, for example, added in 22/6/19, and you read it last 11 hours ago. You just read it will show you that you just opened this article and you read it before 11 hours ago. This is the good things in Mendeley. It will show you how when you add this article and when you read this article. And we have all documents recently added, recently read, favorite, we already talked about it. And we have Also the folder, how to create folder, how to create folder inside this folder. We already talked about this point. And also we have here, if you can see this red question mark, the question mark, they will ask you, that means these documents, you have a documents uncorrected or missing some, for example, sometimes they miss the author names, sometimes the title is not accurate, is not correct, sometimes the year is missing. As you can see here now, we have here this article, for example, there is no the year is not appear, and also publish where it's published this document. And some articles, where is the authors? This is the author's name. The author's name is not available. All the articles or the documents that you added and missing any information, it will appear in needs review. That means you are need to review these documents. You have to check again these documents. How to do this correction? We have 3 ways. Actually, most of the people, they are facing a problem in Mendeley. They are going to directly to cite them work in Word, and when they cite the work, the reference, when they appear missing the year or missing the title and missing this information that we already mentioned one by one. If you are missing this information, you have to correct this article. For example, I will select this one. Sorry. Okay. If you can see this one, you have problem in missing data in this article. How to do the correction and how to make the data is correct or no. If you can see this one, the yellow color and the question mark, that means this details or this information need to correct. How to correct this information? We have 3 ways. As I told you, the first one is just to click search. If you click search, it will try to add the details that missing. The other way, the second way, just to go to the DOI. DOI, all articles, any articles that publish have DOI. DOI, it will appear in the first page of the document. How? Let me show you. This is, for example, the documents. The documents that I already have. This is they will show you the DOI of this document. It appears in the first page. Sometimes appear in the. Sometimes it's appear here. Yeah, we have DOI. This is the DOI of this document. You can add this DOI, or sometimes it's appear in this place. This is the most the most details that you have to refer to. After that, you just copy paste the DOI and you paste it here. You paste the DOI here, then you go to search. This is the second way. Let us practice one by one. We already do search here. I open another document which need review. This is the documents need review. Okay, this is the documents that need review. If you can see, we don't have the volume number, we don't have the page number, and some information are missing in this document. Please, this is my advice. Don't go to publish or to add reference in your writing thesis or your articles or your documents before you check all this information one by one. You check all the documents one by one. If you check, if you are confirmed that the paper that you want to add it to your reference already correct the information, then you add it to to the Mendeley or to your thesis or to your articles. Now, as we did now, we just click search. This is the first way. We just click search. If you see now, this is the issue number and this is the page number. Now this documents all the information. We have the author name, we have the title, it's okay, the name of the journal, the years, the volume, issue, page, all the information are added, and no need to add DOI because we already used the first step and it works with us. But if you click search and this information is still missing, you have to go to open the article and you copy paste the DOI and you put it here and do search. This is the second way. If the second way is not work with us, now I repeat again, we have the first way. The first way to correct our information, just to click search in the yellow color, that the rectangular, it will appear search. Then you click. If the information is correct, is okay. If the information of the journal, of the articles is not corrected, you go to copy the DOI. Then you do search again. If you search again and all this information are not correct, you have to use the third way of adding this information. How to add this information? You add it by manually. You type one by one. You add all the information. After that, you go to cite your work in Mendeley Word. I know most of you now is rushing. They want to know how to add the reference in Word. But before that, let us continue with you how to add some documents from Mendeley import and how to use Mendeley Web. Then later on, we will show you how to add your reference in Mendeley in Word and how to add in your documents or in your thesis. Okay. Now let us open our Mendeley. We try to open our account Mendeley Web. Everyone have account Mendeley, and everyone already download and create his account in Mendeley. Let us open our Mendeley. Then we continue in our Mendeley Web. I want to show you the Mendeley Web, how it's work and how is your account. Then we show you Mendeley import. After that, we go back to how to add our reference in Word and how to add it to our thesis or our articles. Okay, now let me share with you my account. Okay, I think everyone can see now this is my account in Mendeley. After you create your account, you can add your articles. This is, for example, the articles that I already published. You can add to your library, and you can add it's work like a ResearchGate. If everyone, I think we are most of us are research people, search people, and we already have the ResearchGate account or Google Scholar account. Mendeley have the same function. It can show you the H index of your and also the citation. Also add the documents. The another things that can Mendeley show you. Just let me open. Now we are in Mendeley Web. We have to differentiate between Mendeley Web, Mendeley import, and Mendeley desktop. Now we are using Mendeley Web. If you are in Mendeley Web, this is your account. As I show you here, we have the articles that we already published. It can be added to Mendeley account, and also the library. This is the most important that I want to show you. This is our library. It's the same library that we added in Mendeley desktop. The same library, it will appear here, and the files, the same files that we add, it will appear in Mendeley web. So, for example, I am now I travel to Kuala Lumpur and I forgot my laptop in Johor. So I can open my Mendeley web from any machine, from any laptops, and I can check my library and read from my library all the documents that I already download in Mendeley desktop. So this is I want to show you the file that we already created today. Mendeley, where is our file? We try to check the file that we add. Okay. We already add Mendeley file, but it's still empty because we didn't do synchronize. This is the most important. If you want your files and the documents that you already add in Mendeley desktop, you have to click synchronize. Then this synchronize, which will copy paste all the documents that you already added in Mendeley desktop to your Mendeley web account. Let me go to Mendeley desktop and show you how to do synchronize, and we will go back to Mendeley web to make sure our file and documents already copy to Mendeley web or no. Just open Mendeley desktop. By open Mendeley desktop, this is the how to do synchronize. From this place, you have your SYNC, that means synchronize. You have to do synchronize for your details. Just click synchronize, but if you can see here, 90% is still synchronized data. That means it's still have many data or many documents that I already add, and I didn't do synchronize for this data before I start this workshop. That's why it will take a little bit longer time. After that, it will synchronize to Mendeley web. We go back to our Mendeley web to show you. Okay, this is all the documents. If you can see all the articles that I already add, it will appear in Mendeley, in my library in Mendeley web. I can open this library from any laptop or from any desktop anywhere. I just have online. I go to my account and check my library, all the documents, all the favorites file, the documents that I already add in favorite file. If you can see all the documents that I already add, it will be added. And recently, we have all the documents, all the files. The function is the same between Mendeley desktop and Mendeley web. That means you have two libraries. One library it's in Mendeley desktop, and another library it's in Mendeley web. For example, your machine or your laptop is damaged, or some problem happened on your laptop. So how to these articles will be safe for you or no? It's very easy. Just buy a new laptop and you open your account and download the Mendeley desktop, and all articles that you already saved, it will download it easy to your Mendeley desktop, the new Mendeley desktop in the new laptop. This problem has happened for me many times. When I do formatting for my laptop last time, it has a problem. Then I install another software, another Windows 10. When I open my Mendeley web and download Mendeley desktop directly, I download all the articles that I already saved last time, and it all is safe, and all even the correction that I already did, some notes in some articles, I will show you later on when we open Mendeley desktop how to add note and how to do some comments in any document. All are safe. That means Mendeley is save your work and make it easy for you to graduate it on time. Also, one important thing of Mendeley web, we have here Mendeley account, it can connect you with other researchers in your area. For example, here we have groups. This is the groups. You can select, for example, I am in civil engineering. I have so many groups because I have bioconcrete, civil engineering group, and civil social engineering. You can check here. There are so many groups in your area. You can join any, for example, if I join this group, concrete carbonation, any documents down published, new documents or new articles published from another researchers, it will be give you a notification that we have a new article published in this group, and you can also chat with others and discuss with other researchers in this group. I will show you now. This is the group, and also you can know the type of documents and also the members of this group. You can make a network between researchers around the world. You can discuss with them, you can share with them, or ask them any question. If you have any difficulties in your research, you can just go to the members. It will show you the members of this group. Just click members, it will appear. This is the members of this group. If you can see, there are so many researchers in this area, and you can just discuss with them. If you have any problem, you just click and you can send them a message from your account and discuss with them. And also the documents. If you want to know the new documents published in this concrete carbonation, for example, this group is a concrete carbonation. You just click the documents. It will appear with you. It will appear here, the new documents that already published. If you can see here, this is the new documents that's published in this in carbonation and concrete carbonation. This is the documents that published, and you can download it or contact the the authors to send you the PDF. It will make your research very interesting and very easy to communicate with others. We are now doing the research, and we are now we cannot do our research only myself and my supervisor. Why research? We have to do a network, and we have to connect with others and to know other information. Your supervisor cannot know every single thing in your research. Believe me, because this is a new research. Why we call it research? Because it's a new thing, and your supervisor is not cover all the everything in your title. So you have to make connect or network with others, with other researchers. Mendeley is help you to make this network easy for you. We have many groups. We can join other groups, and also we have members. We can discuss with them, and we can ask them any question, any difficulties, but don't share with them your novelty or your the important things in your research. You will be in trouble. Also, we have database. This is Mendeley like any database, like ResearchGate, like even like Scopus or Google Scholar. You can, but it's not publisher. We have to differentiate. We have database, we have articles here, but these articles is, if you can see, around 22.1 million database in this Mendeley, and you can search here like when you, if you are searching in Mendeley in ResearchGate, or if you can, if you are searching on Google Scholar, you can search in Mendeley also about your title and your the articles in your title. For example, if I search about concrete, articles are appear in Mendeley database. slow. So if you search here now, it will show you how many articles.
Excuse me, Mr. Abdullah.
Yes.
I think there is a bit of lagging. The last point that you mentioned, the sound was a bit lagging.
You mean you want me to repeat the last point?
Please, yes, please, because it was lagging. Yes.
About the groups or about the database?
The latest one, the last one.
The last one is database.
Yes, please.
Okay. Okay. As I mentioned to you, we have the database. This one in Mendeley we have. It's look like any database like Google Scholar or like ResearchGate. You just go to search about the documents that you want in your area. For example, if I want to search about concrete carbonation, you just go to search, just click search in your account. It will show you. Now you are searching about people or paper or people or groups. For example, I want to join the groups in my area, but I don't know what type of group, which group they are in. So I will start with papers, then people and groups. If I searching about concrete, as I told you from database, I'm searching about concrete, then it will show you the new documents or new articles in your document in concrete. Now, if you see this one, if you go to Scopus and you search in Scopus, it will show you the year, the limitation, type of document, journal or conference book, or this one is a similar to Scopus or similar to another database, but this one in Mendeley. So Mendeley, it's try to make your work easy. They try to connect with the groups, and also it give you database. Also, you can search easy and directly download it from Mendeley database to your Mendeley library, and later on you do synchronize and put it in your Mendeley desktop. So if I search about now in database or in search, you just click here, search in your account. It will appear here, and they will give you three choices. You are searching about articles or papers, or you are searching about people, or you are searching about groups. If you are searching about the papers, as we start now, we search about papers. You just click the keyword that you want. For example, I click here concrete. So all this is many documents about concrete, and is there are another function in Mendeley. It will show you how many readers already read this article. This is the article, this is the readers, that 375. This is the how many people read this article. And for example, this one is another journal, or this one is a book. They are around more than 1,900. They already read this books or this article. So it's easy for you now. You have many articles directly. You didn't go to Scopus. You didn't go to another database. You if you want to do just shortcut. Just I don't want to go another library. I want to search in very quickly about any article or any documents in Mendeley. Mendeley try to help you to give you this function to search directly from Mendeley. But sometimes we have to search, and many times, it's not sometimes, many times we have to search in other database like Scopus or like another database, Elsevier or Science Direct, and Google Scholar, and how to download the documents from that database to Mendeley. I will show you after I finish this steps, I will show you how to download directly to Mendeley from other database using Mendeley import. We have talking about Mendeley desktop. Now we are in Mendeley web. Later on, I will show you how to download from Mendeley import. Just let me finish this one. Now I already show you now how to search about documents or articles in Mendeley, and how to do limitation. If you want to do limitation, for example, I want only the journals. Just click in the journals, it will show you only journals. If you see here, this is a journal, all the documents that publish in journal. But if you didn't do limitation, this is the type of documents. I think it's not our topic today to show you the limitation, but I will show you very quickly how to do some limitation if you are doing a research. For example, I am doing the research for last 2 years or last 5 years. I don't want the articles from the very last time ago. So I have to go here to just to select the articles or the year that I want. You just select the specific year that you are searching about. Okay, for example, last 3 years, all the articles will appear here 3 years, 2019, 2018, and 2019, 2020, 2021. So all the documents you will find here is the latest articles that already published in this area in concrete. Okay, now we go back to search, and we are searching about people. Searching about people. You have to want to check them account, them area, how they publish in this area, and you check by names. For example, I search about my friend. I really miss him, Nashwan Al-Imad. Okay, for example, I search about him, then they will show me his account if he has account in Mendeley. If he don't have account, that's I say I cannot find him. So this is Nashwan. Okay, this is his account. He has articles. That's why his account like empty. He don't have any details about his articles and documents. He already have so many publication, but that's why if I go to search about him, I didn't find any documents, and I don't know about his publication and his H index. For example, if you open the citation and yes.
Sorry, Mr. Abdullah. I think there is a bit of lagging. I don't know why. Sorry.
Is it from because of the internet or what?
Maybe, yes. Yes, I guess so, yes. Most probably.
Okay, if
because many people say that.
Okay, if because of the internet, just give me 3 minutes to connect with my data.
Oh,
I will connect using my data. Just be patient, and I will connect using my data. Then I will try. Just I open my data now. Huh? Okay. If you can hear me now.
I think maybe better, yes. Excuse me, everyone. Just give us a few minutes until we fix the connection problem with Mr. Abdullah. So just maybe 3 minutes, please. Thank you so much, and sorry for any inconvenience.
Hello, assalamu alaikum. Is it okay now?
Yes, sir. Yes. Yes, it's clear.
Okay, let me continue. We share with you the okay, as we said, we have to go to search. I don't want to take a very long time in this point. We have search, we have papers, we have to search about papers. We already talked about this one. And we talk about also how to search about people. If you know any friends or any related researchers in your area, you can search about them, and you can directly go to them account, and you can contact them, and also to check what's the latest updated paper they publish in your area, for example, or in them area. And also, if you want to check about the details, the personal details about the H index and about the citation that they already cite, and also about the groups. This is the last point we talk about in Mendeley Web. This is groups. If you are searching about, as we said, we are in civil engineering. For example, I am in civil engineering. I have to search about civil engineering group. If I click search civil engineering, just search. Now it's this is the groups. If you can see the result, this one is around 2,000 plus groups in civil engineering. You have a lot of groups in this area, and you can join in the specific group in your research. For example, you are a structure, or you are materials, you are study about materials or environmental. You have to search about the group that you are interested, and you can join that group, and you can learn from the, for example, sometimes they post some questions, and sometimes they post the new articles, and you will be near from your related title. You'll know the new updates in your related title by joining some groups. If I want to I show you some groups that I already joined, how to know the groups that you are joined? You just go to the library. This is library in Mendeley Web. Mendeley Web. The library in Mendeley Web, you just open it and you will find the groups that you are joined in Mendeley library. Because the internet is okay. The internet, I think, is a little bit slow. This is our library. We will just let me solve this problem. Just 1 minute. I connect with the other internet database to make it very fast. Android, yes.
Hello, everyone. Just sorry, another 1 minute until the doctor come back, please. Thank you.
Okay. So sorry for this problem. Just continue now. We have Mendeley library. Just go to Mendeley library in Mendeley Web. After that, you will see the groups in your Mendeley library. Just 1 minute. Let me sign in Mendeley. Okay. Sign in. Okay. Because of the internet is slow, I will show you the groups in Mendeley desktop. It can all the same groups that you already, it can be appear also in Mendeley desktop. Go back to Mendeley desktop I will go back to Mendeley desktop and I will show you the groups. This is the groups that I joined. If you can see, bioconcrete, civil engineering, civil society, and also other groups that I already joined. All the groups that I joined, it will appear in my library within, whether in Mendeley web and in Mendeley desktop. After you do synchronize, all the groups that you already add, it will be also in Mendeley desktop. Okay, other option. Now we already finished all the details about Mendeley web, and also I want to show you now how to add the documents from other database. If you want to add some data, some articles from, for example, of Google Scholar or from Scopus, how to add it to Mendeley web, and then how to add it to Mendeley desktop. How to do this one? We go back to our ResearchGate or to Google Scholar. If you can open now Google Scholar, then I will show you how to use Mendeley import. Now I go to my Google Scholar. For example, this article. Sorry, I open here, but the problem that I didn't add the Mendeley import to my web because I am using Opera. But if you have Google Chrome, you can open the Mendeley. I will show you in the PowerPoint how to add from Mendeley import to the Mendeley desktop. This one. How to add from Mendeley web to Mendeley desktop, Mendeley import. Okay, this is Mendeley import. And how to download, this is the details how to download. You just go to click this link and it will be easy to download it to your Google Chrome. Then you just go to click on the articles, you open Google Chrome. After that, you just import or plus by this way. You can plus one by one. Then you just save to Mendeley web. After it's saved to Mendeley web, you have to go back to Mendeley web and to check these articles or the new articles already added or no. After that, you do synchronize in Mendeley desktop. This is Mendeley desktop. How to add to after we added, we just go back to do synchronize. We do the synchronize. After that, we go to recently added. We go to this file, which is recently added. We see the articles that already added to this file, and it can be appear also in research documents. All the documents will be appear in the Mendeley library. Now we already know how to build our library and how to use Mendeley web, but I'm so sorry because of the problem of the internet, and also how to import this one. I know that you missed this point, but later on you will see that you're referring to the PowerPoint. I already explained in details how to use Mendeley import, because now I cannot open for you in my laptop because it's I didn't open the Google Chrome. It has a problem now, but this one is very small things. You just add from database to Mendeley library. After you add, you can add it to by synchronize all the articles. After you do synchronize all the articles, you add it in Mendeley import, and in Mendeley web, sorry, in Mendeley web, it will be added to your Mendeley desktop library. And you can, if you want to double confirm to check this article already download or no, just go to recently added, and all documents, it can be appear all the documents. Now I want to show you how to search about the documents inside Mendeley desktop. For example, I am searching about sequestration of CO2. Okay, because I have a lot of articles, I have so many articles, I already download a lot of articles. I don't know where is the articles that talking about sequestration of CO2 in my library. Now I have a lot of articles. Just search in this search in data in Mendeley desktop about the keyword that you are looking for. It will show you all the documents that talking about sequestration. You see all this in yellow color is about sequestration of CO2. So now I will try to show you the last step in Mendeley desktop before we go to site in our Word. Just click in any documents that you already search about. If you see here also they are talking about, or they show you the sequestration in the file, it will appear in yellow color. Okay, for example, this file. Now I have this file or these documents. I want to highlight the most important things. For example, I am searching about, I want to say about the objectives, the materials that used in this study, the methodology, something very important to me. Just select by click on the mouse, and you just do the color that you want. You choose the color that you want to make a color for this. Just highlight. Just highlight. Then if you want to change the color, you just right click, or you just select this one and do the change of, so sorry, just 1 minute. Okay, then you choose the color that you want. This one I select again, and I select this one. I change the color to pink or to another color. It's very easy for you to change the color from here. You see, now I have different colors. Why we use sometimes different colors? Because sometimes for my style, for example, the objectives, I use different color. For the methodology, I use different color. For the scope of study or something like this, I use different color, because easy for me. If I go back to refine again, I can search easily, and easy for me to refresh the information that I already search about. And also, if I want to add note, you just add note from here. You just click here and you put the note in any place that you want in this document. For example, I put the note here, and you write the note. For example, objectives. I write, this is the objectives of articles. Okay, and I put the note here. Easy for me, because why we do like this? It's because sometimes we have a lot of articles. We read many articles. I already forget this article long time. I didn't refer back to this article. When you open it again, all this, the change that you already save, it will save for you, and you can refer back to this information later on. Easy for you to write a new articles. You already highlight. You already do some notes for you. Easy for you to refresh your information, or refresh your the data that you already save and summarize. This one, how to search inside the, or to how to add some change in the articles. And also, if I want to search about any keyword about in this article, in the same article, I want to I don't want to read all the articles. I'm searching about specific things. Just I will go directly to, for example, I am searching about brick. Okay, I'm searching about brick. Just click search. Here, all the words that bricks, it will appear here. If you see, if you can see in yellow color, all the where this word is mentioned in every statement, it will appear here. Easy for you to search about any data. It's like PDF when you are opening PDF. Okay, now we will move to the last, which is the most important step: how to add reference in Word. How to add reference in Word and how to do the formatting for the reference in Word. This is the most important, and I am really sure all of you are waiting for this step, which is very important. But I try to give you an introduction to Mendeley, and I show you Mendeley web, because most of the people, they are using Mendeley desktop only, but they don't do connection between Mendeley web and Mendeley desktop, and also Mendeley import. Okay, go back to my library. Okay, if you go here to the tools, now I want everyone who don't have the Mendeley icons, let me show you in my Word. Let me open Word for you, and I show you how Mendeley it's appear in Word. For this step is very important. I want you follow step by step, and I will explain very slow, because it's very important. That's why we use Mendeley. We use Mendeley to do our citation and to do our reference. We call it the reference manager. So we have to do it step by step. This is Word. Let me show you now the share with you. Okay. If you open Word, you just go to reference. You can see Mendeley icons is here appear. We have insert citation, we have refresh, we have open Mendeley, we have bibliography, we have all the details about Mendeley. All the details about Mendeley. I will explain one by one for each of this how to use it. But before of that, because you don't have now, if you don't have this one in your Word, you just close your Word before we do this step. Because if you open Word, we cannot do it. We cannot do. Okay, we cannot add Mendeley to our reference in Word. Please, everyone, if you don't have this reference in your Word, close your Word now, and I will show you how to add it step by step. Okay. Open your Mendeley now. Okay, but before you open Mendeley desktop now, you have to close your Word. You have to close your Word. Otherwise, it will not be added to your reference. Close your Word. I will give you a half minute to close your Word, and you open your Mendeley desktop. This is the most important in Mendeley. We have to do it step by step. Okay, close your Word and open your Mendeley desktop. Okay, if you already close your Word and open Mendeley desktop, just go to tools. Go to tools here. You will find that MS Word plugin. Install MS Word plugin. Just click in install MS Word plugin. After that, you directly click OK. But I don't want to do it now, because if I do uninstall, it will disappear from my Word. You just click install MS Word plugin. After that, you follow the process. It's only 2 steps. I will show you the steps in PowerPoint. Okay, this is the steps. If you can see here, step 1, tools. Step 2, install MS Word. Then this window will appear to you. You just click OK. After that, you open your Word. After you do this process, after you did this process, step 1 and step 2 and step 3, you just open your Word. This is step 3, huh? Step 3, just do OK. After that, you open your Word. When you open your Word, this one will appear to you. You just click reference. If the insert citation and Mendeley icons is appear, that means we can continue to show you how to add reference in your Word. Okay, let's continue. I will open now my Word. Word documents, Microsoft. I hope everyone already have this Mendeley. Okay, now I will try to show you how to add the reference in your Word. Just if you are writing now anything, any word, any sentence, you want to add reference here. I want to add a new reference using Mendeley, not use manual. Huh? I will use using Mendeley. Just insert citation. Go to insert citation. This window will appear now. This one will appear to you and will ask you go to Mendeley. Now I want to go to Mendeley. But before you go to Mendeley, you make sure that your Mendeley is open. Otherwise, they will ask you open your Mendeley desktop. You open your Mendeley desktop and you just click go to Mendeley. By click go to Mendeley, they will send you directly to Mendeley. I don't know that you are seeing now my Mendeley or no. When I click that, it sends me directly to Mendeley. Okay, let me share with you Mendeley. They send me to Mendeley. Now I have to select the articles. You select the articles that you want to cite. Okay, after you select the articles that you want to cite, it will appear here 2 comma. The comma that it will appear here, I will show you now in because if okay, go to Mendeley. After that, you go to select the articles that you want and send citation to Word. It will appear here, send citation to Word. Or sometimes they appear comma, 2 comma. After that, you have to cite your you just click send citation, it will appear in Word. Guys, let me do it for you. Here, I open my Word again. Okay, insert citation. Because when I go to Mendeley, I don't know that my screen is share with you or no, because now I share with you my Word. But when I click here, they will send me directly to Mendeley. Go to Mendeley. Now it's appear with me 2 comma site. It will write site. Just click site. When I click site, directly it will show me now the citation. This is the citation number 1. I want to add another one. I will repeat again. To add another one. Okay, site. Now I go to choose another article in Mendeley, and they will appear site or 2 comma or semicolon. It will appear site. Sometimes they will show you send to Word. It's different from the type of the software. For example, if sometimes if I use in Macintosh, it's different. In Apple and in Windows is different. So it will appear, sometimes it will appear go to send to Word, or sometimes citation, they will write to you site. You just select the articles, the documents that you want, this one or this one. You select the documents that you want, then you go to site. Now I have to citation. I have to citation, to reference. Okay, I want to do dot and to write another sentence, and also do citation. Citation, go to Mendeley, insert citation, go to Mendeley. After that, you select another one, another site, another articles and cite. Now I have 3 citation.
Excuse me, Mr. Abdullah, because
Yes.
when you press insert citation, you go to the other page of Mendeley, right? Because the shared screen only show us Word document. Yeah, we cannot see the Mendeley.
When I search inside site, go to Mendeley, I know that it's send me to Mendeley, but it didn't show you the Mendeley page. But I tell you, okay, I will show you in PowerPoint, because even if I go to open now the Mendeley page, it will not show me the citation. The site, okay.
Yeah, clear.
Let me open the PowerPoint to show you. When I click go to Mendeley, okay, it will appear with you this page. This is the Mendeley library. You select any documents that you want to cite. Because if I open now in front of you, when I go to Mendeley, I cannot go to Mendeley or send citation to Word. It doesn't appear. Because they send me to another page. If I open, okay, let me show you again. If I open now Mendeley, this sent to Word, it will not appear, because I am using now the different screen. If I share with you, I can only share with you one screen, whether Word or I share with you the Mendeley. This is the difficulties of online short course. So we have to continue. By using the PowerPoint. Then I go back to Word. Okay, this is the go to Mendeley. When you go to Mendeley, it will appear with you this page directly. This is the articles. This is the library, all the documents that you have in your Mendeley desktop, and you select the one that you want. After you select, it will appear in this color. Then send citation to Word processor. Okay, process. Or sometimes it's appear 2 comma or semicolon. It will appear, and they write cite. They write here cite rather than send to citation on Word. It depends on in your Mendeley. Sometimes is they write send to citation to Word, and sometimes it's cite. Then you click this one. After that, it will appear in your Word. As I show you now in my Word, it will appear here. Now we have a new citation. We already add 1, 2, 3 citations. Okay. Now some of you will ask me, okay, the format in our university, they are, or the journals, they ask you not in number. They ask you to add it in author's name. Okay, how to add it in author name? You have to go to style. This is the style, and you choose the style that you are following. For example, in our university, UTHM, they are using this style, American style. So just click in American style, then you will see how this number will change. Okay, just click here in style, and then you click this one. It will change to the names and author's name and the year. You see here, author's name and year. Okay, some people said this is a format. All this format is not the same requirement in our university. Our university, sometimes they need the author's name and they need the year like this, 2007. Okay, they are writing the format like this style. Okay, how to do it? Okay, I tell you, you just follow any format, any style format, whether IAAA, whether American, until the last step, the before submission 1 day or 2 days or 1 week. Okay, then you have to just edit manually very quickly. You will edit, for example, this one, you will add bracket here, and you, for example, you click this, you delete this comma, all this. They will ask you now, keep manual editing. If you keep manual editing, all your manual editing, it will be fixed for you. It's easy just to, why we use, okay, I will do undo. Okay, now we change to IAAA. Now we have digital numbers. You see, in one click, you can change all the reference that you have. Also, if I want to add new reference, for example, I already write so many things. Then I want to add here another statement, because this one sometimes it's happened when you write articles and you send it to the journal. They give you some comments. If you want to do the comments and they want to add some reference or some editing, for example, add some sentence, you have to add. But if you do manually your reference, you have to change all the reference. For example, if you add something in this statement, you want to add one reference here, then you want to change the number of all the reference that in your article. But Mendeley will make it easy for you. In one click, you can change all the reference. In just you click, you add a new document. For example, I add now here one citation. I want to see now this one, number 1, number 2, number 3. I will add before number 1, I will add one citation. Then you will see the change in all the reference. It will be directly changed. This one, number 3, will change to number 4. Okay, let me try. We insert citation, go to Mendeley, I add another reference. I already show you how to add. Okay, now this is number 1 that I already add, and this is number change to number 4. You see how it's very fast change to all the numbers of the reference already changed. Okay, now I want to write my reference. Okay, this is my references. Now I already just do the insert. the citation, insert citation, but I want to write all my reference. In one click, just go to insert bibliography. Insert bibliography. If you insert bibliography, one click, already all the reference appear. If you can see, all the reference now appear from 1 to 4. Okay, I am planning to add a new reference, 2 and 3, between 2 and 3. I will keep it now in IEEE to explain to you. Then later on, I will show you how to change and how to do some editing in the formatting of the references. Okay, just I want to add between 2 and 3 a new reference. You see, I want to add here a new reference. Just insert citation and go to Mendeley, new reference, new articles, and cite for me. Now I have this one, the new one that I add is number 3. This one changed from number 3 to number 4, and this one changed to number 5. Without any change manually, it will change directly. That's why I tell you, if you want to do manual change, any manual change, you have to do it last step, because before submission. Because if you add manual editing here, and you want to add, for example, number a new reference, it will not be changed with you the number. So manual change, you do it last step. Okay, now I have 5 reference, and also here also added the last one. Okay, the new one here is number 3, and also this one changed directly to number 4 and number 5. Other things, okay, now we have our reference. The format is not the same format. Okay, I have to select from here. For example, I want to change to name, author name, and also to change to the from number to name. Just click in American style, then it will appear here directly in one click, all by names. Okay, if I continue like this, for example, in your PhD, for example, in my thesis, around 1,116 reference. If I try to add a new reference here in my thesis, when I'm using the manual way, I have to change the 100 reference manually. But if you are using Mendeley, it will be easy for you. Just one click, it will change, and the number will be changed, the name will be changed, all for all reference. But before last submission, if you have the formatting is not match with the formatting of your university, or not match with the formatting of the journal that you are sending your articles, you, after you finish all the writing, the last step, you just come here and change whatever you want by manual. One by one, it will take from you around half day to change all the reference, and you change the save in PDF and submit it to, or send it in Word also. But to be in safe mode, you have to save it in PDF. Other things, for example, if I want to do change now, I have to change in this reference manually, and you will see they will ask me. Okay, for example, I change the new style. This is the new style of the reference. Then they will ask me where is you keep manual editing or no. If I click here, you see keep manual editing. I keep manual editing, so this reference will change to the manual editing. Okay, I add another reference here, then we will see. See, this reference is different from this reference. The new reference that I add is different from the reference that I already do the manual editing. And I try now to do refresh. Why we do refresh? Sometimes when you add citation here, when you add the citation, sometimes bibliography, insert bibliography, is not appear here. But when you do refresh, it will also refresh the citation and also the reference here. Okay, now we already show you how to change in manual editing. If you want to do manual editing in the last step, this is I advise you, the last step you do manual editing before submission. You imagine that you work in 3 years using Mendeley, and before submission only one day or half day to change the manual editing, then submit your thesis or submit your articles. But if you are using manual, you have to do the new editing and the new reference you want to add. You want to change all the reference every semester, every month. You have to update your reference. But when you are using Mendeley, it will update for you. And before submission, you have to do a little bit manual editing. Then you will submit your articles or your documents. Now I want to show you here in Mendeley and reference. The references, sometimes, for example, this one. Sometimes this one is appear in reference. That's why most of the people using Mendeley, when they this mistake happen, they feel confused. They don't know how to do it and how to solve this problem. Then they said Mendeley is very difficult, and my supervisor is refused my references, and he asked me to do it manually. I already faced many questions like this, but as I told you, you change by manual before submission. You have to not to change the system, just edit some editing. Need to do some editing before submission because it's very important. So like this, this is the link of DOI. I don't want. This is the link. No thesis, no journals. They accept this one. So just select and delete. Now I'm using same as when I write the manual editing. For example, CO2. This is CO2. The 2 is not like this. So I just select and go to home, change. And sometimes they ask you to write the alphabet before the name. Just cut and just paste here. Now I do my manual editing for each reference, just to make sure this reference is same with the format of my university, because Mendeley and other managers cannot provide for you all the styles, because if you see here the styles here, we have only a few styles. This is the most common styles. Some university they use IEEE. If they use IEEE, no need to do manual editing. If you are using, for example, this one American, it's no need to do the manual editing. It will be directly from Mendeley. But some universities they have them own format, and some journals they have the own format. So if they have the own format, we have to do some manual editing. Then we have to submit our articles with the manual editing. Okay, I think we already finished all we cover all the about Mendeley and how to use Mendeley desktop and Mendeley web, and how to do our citation in Word, and the style of the different style of Mendeley format. So different formatting, but I tell you, if you have another format, the university have special format. So you have to, before the last step of submission, you have to check the reference one by one and do the manual editing and keep the manual editing, then submit to your supervisor with inshallah with a safe from any mistake, and it will be a safe journey for your PhD and your master. I'd like to thank you all for this coming this short course, and I'd like to thank the Society of Yemeni in UTM for give us this this special talk to give you an idea about Mendeley. I'm so sorry for any problem happened because of the internet. I was planning to show you also the Mendeley import, but you can refer to our PowerPoint. It's very easy just to save from the Google Scholar or from another database like Scopus and save it to Mendeley. After that, you do synchronize in your Mendeley desktop. It will appear in Mendeley desktop, and you can find that all the documents that you already added. Thank you to all. If you have any question, most welcome. I don't know how the people or Mr. Mana, how he will share with us the question, or maybe he will send it in WhatsApp.
Yes, Mr. Abdullah, all questions are sent to your WhatsApp.
Okay, Mr. Mana, you can. There is a question or?
Yes, all the questions are sent to your WhatsApp.
To my WhatsApp?
Yes.
Let me open my WhatsApp. Is it to the group or to?
No, the private one. Private.
Okay. By Saeed, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Here is one question. He said, explain more how the idea is stolen by searching in Google Scholar. Okay, actually, it's not stolen. It's not stolen. Actually, what we sometimes when you actually this one is not related to Mendeley, but I will answer it. Okay, he said how your idea or your novelty is stolen from Scholar or from other researchers. Actually, it's not Google Scholar will not steal from you, but when you write your full title, when you go to Google Scholar and you copy paste your title and search about documents, this will save. This title will be saved in Google Scholar. Another time, when anyone go to search about something related to your title or to your novelty or to your idea, it will appear to him. Which do you mean this one? Do you mean this question? Do you mean this keyword? Then the other the idea will disappear, or the idea will share with others. So it's very easy to, please, if you are searching about any data or any articles, don't copy paste your title and search in Google Scholar or any database. Just search by keyword. Search by keyword, and we already explained in details last time in if you attend in systematic literature review. This is the first question.
Sorry, Mr. Abdullah. I think the previous question was from the previous workshop. The questions are down below for this workshop. Sorry, maybe miss.
Okay. Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, sorry. This is my mistake. Sorry, apologize.
So, okay, by today, okay. How can add website to Mendeley? Website, you can add it manually before the last step. This one, actually, most of the time we use articles, but website I didn't try before. But if you have website, because we didn't have in Mendeley import, it's difficult to add website. How to add website from Mendeley import to Mendeley web and to Mendeley desktop? It will be very long process and difficult to add website. But before the last step, you can add manually, and you can change. You can add it, and then you change it at the last step. You can change it manually. This is the how to add website. How can add book in Mendeley? The book is easy, like what we add in articles. You just select, or you can copy, as we show you how to add the box last time. Let me show you one book in my Mendeley. Okay, let me search book. Okay, now I have so many books. I have so many books in my Mendeley library. How to add? I already explained how to add. You just add from add documents, or you can just directly drag the box to Mendeley. Then before you add the reference, as I told you, you have to check the details. You have to check the details of this book and the formatting of the where this book is published and who's the author of this book and the years of this book, the volume, the issue, the page number, all the details that you depend on the formatting that you are follow. The most important formatting that you are follow, for example, is different from faculty, from university to another university, the style of formatting. Some of them, they ask only the year of the book and the name of the book, the authors. And some of them, they need more details. You have to fill the details in your Mendeley details. For example, this book. This is the book, and you have to search here to add the same process that I explained before. You just search, and you will see the details. It will be added or no. Otherwise, you copy DOI here. Let us practice this one, then we see. If cannot, you have to do it manually, and then you cite in your Word. Now you see, now it's already corrected. Now we have the year, we have the page, and we have also the author name. If you already correct all the details, you have to delete. Details are correct. Details are correct. You have to click here. Otherwise, this yellow will be appear, and this file or this article or this book will be stay in this need to review. So details are correct. I missed to tell you this one. When you do when you correct all the details, you have to click here. Details are correct. If you click, you see now it's already moved from need to review to all documents. This is how to do the correction. And this is the book, and you can add the book easily. Book or conference paper or articles from a high impact journal, all the documents you can add it to Mendeley library, and you cite it easily as we explained before. Okay, we have another question. What is limitation? What is limitation of Mendeley, and is there a better limitation of Mendeley? I don't understand what he mean by limitation of Mendeley. I mean, is it about limitation of the capacity? Mendeley can add 1,000 of reference. We didn't face any problem before, and Mendeley is it's like I don't know the real capacity, but until now, during my PhD journey, until now, I have more than 700 articles, all saved in Mendeley, and no, they didn't ask about the capacity. It's the first time I face this question about the limitation of articles in how to do limitation in Mendeley database. We already explained in Mendeley Web. Okay, we have here some question. He said, which one is the best for adding reference in Word? Is it Mendeley or EndNote or Menger? we have different manager to or Word. We have different manager to add your reference in Word. But Mendeley is for me. I already used last time EndNote. I already used EndNote. There is no big difference between EndNote and Mendeley. But EndNote is commercial, so it's difficult to buy, and I cannot guarantee that it will be with me all the time, and I have to install it again. For example, if I buy another laptop, I have to install again. Maybe they ask me to buy, or maybe they ask me to, if the university didn't provide for you, you have to buy the software for Mendeley, for EndNote desktop, and also the web. But for more guarantee, for more easy, and also it's free, we are using Mendeley. That's why I moved to Mendeley, because for me it's easier, because it's not commercial. I don't have to pay all the time, and if any problem happened to me, I don't want to buy again. For example, and now I don't have problem because I use EndNote. I am still in the university, and the university provided for me. But when I move from the university to another university, didn't provide this software, it will be difficult for me if any problem happened to my EndNote or another manager software. So it's more guarantee, more it's better or convenience for you is using the Mendeley manager. Most of the question is repeating about the which is better, Mendeley or EndNote, something like this. As I tell you, this is my opinion. It's not fixed. Some people they said EndNote is better, and some people they said Mendeley is better. It depends on. I think if you know how to use EndNote and you use Mendeley and you face some problem, you will see EndNote is better, of course. But if you learn how to use Mendeley and you will compare between both of them, they are it's not big difference. There is no big difference between EndNote and Mendeley. Okay, he said, how can we limit our researching Mendeley? Okay, this one I actually limitation. I don't know what you mean by limit. Limit our researching Mendeley. You mean the research inside Mendeley desktop or research inside Mendeley web? If you please, can you make your question more clear? I don't understand what you mean. Do you mean the limitation of Mendeley in Mendeley desktop or in Mendeley web? This is different. If you are doing Mendeley, for example, research limitation, I am researching about any keyword here. I'm searching about, in my desktop is different because I search all, it will appear, all the appear articles that I already saved in my Mendeley desktop. But if I search in Mendeley web, of course, it will be different database because we are online. We are searching about all the software, all the articles or the database that are in Mendeley web. Don't confuse between Mendeley web and Mendeley desktop. Mendeley desktop is your own library. This is your own library. But if you are searching in, let me show you the online. Okay, now if first I show you this one. Now we are in Mendeley desktop. Mendeley desktop. Okay. For example, I search about concrete. This is the articles that I already saved. This is the articles in my documents, in my Mendeley desktop. It's not the all articles that publish in concrete. But if I go to Mendeley web, let me go to Mendeley web. Okay, now we are in Mendeley web. just go to, for example, search concrete. Okay, wait. Search. You just go to search, then you click concrete. Then you search. This one, we are online now. We are online, all the data will appear. All the limitation is from here. You can't do the limitation by year or by documents type or by journals. I think when you do limitation, you do it in your desktop. Mendeley desktop is no this limitation. It doesn't have this limitation. Now we are online. Mendeley Web is different. But your library, this one, if you click your library, it will be the same library that you have in your Mendeley desktop. This is your library. This is your own work. If you search here, even you are in Mendeley Web, concrete. Search. Now you are talking about your library. Your library, if you open your library, then all the keyword that you insert, it will be in only in your library. But if you go out from your library, go to your account, then you search here. You see now we didn't click library. We search in our Mendeley account. It's out of the library, out of your own library. Then you will search about paper. You will see here the difference between search in library and search in database of Mendeley. You will see these three keywords. These three words. This is the papers, and this is people, and this is a groups. If you search here, it will be you are searching in database of Mendeley database. But if you search in library, you are searching in your library. Whatever you download, whatever you save in your library, it will appear. Otherwise, it will not appear anything. I hope I answer your question. This is my what I understand. Let me see another question. This one repeat the same question. What's the software better, Mendeley or EndNote? How can we limit our research, Mendeley? I cannot find. Okay, this is I already answered.
Abdullah.
Yes.
Assalamu alaikum.
Salam rahmatullah.
Thank you very much for your briefing. This is Dr. Nabil from Malacca.
Most welcome, Doctor.
Okay, what we mean by the limiting our research, actually the right side for years to limit according to years, right?
The limit is by year, isn't it?
Yes, that side, it does not appear in our website. Is it? We have to click something to appear, to let this side appear, or what? Because I can search like concrete. I will write concrete, but when I search, I cannot find this right corner limitation like years. It doesn't appear in our site. Some of us.
Okay, you just go to if you my web now is in front of you.
Yes, I can see it clear.
Okay, you just go to this one to beside your the alarm. You see the alarm?
Yes.
Okay, there is a search here. There is different search. If you open your library, the search will be it will be different. You see, if I open my own library,
correct.
This is the search
in the library. Yes.
In the library.
Okay.
Sorry. Okay, this is the search in the library. But if you search in the library, all these limitations will not appear, of course, because only appear your documents file and also the group that you are joined. But if you go out from your library, you go to your account, go back to your account, you just click your account, then when your H index and your citation appear and your profile, you just click and search.
Okay.
Did the papers and people and groups appear with you or no?
Yes, it appears.
Okay, just click concrete, then search. It's appear with you or no?
It appears only the results, the number of papers, but the right side for years and document type, it doesn't appear.
Okay, this I don't know what's the problem. Maybe it's the maybe you are using different. I'm using now Opera. If you are using maybe Google Chrome or another things.
Okay. Maybe we just register. We need to complete some registration process or something.
Yeah. Okay. But okay. The limitation is if you are writing any articles, the limitation is it doesn't acceptable in a journals. If you write a journals and you said my limitation is from Mendeley. Mendeley is not a publisher or not like Scopus. It's not like it's like ResearchGate. You cannot say I do the limitation when you write a journal. This is for your information.
Sure.
To make it easy for you to search about documents.
To search the more recent one.
Yeah, the more recent one, and the more recent one, and it can help you just to download the articles to see what other publish, but you cannot refer to it when you are publishing. When you are publishing, it's not the right way to say my limitation from the database of Mendeley.
Okay, it's clear. Thank you very much.
Most welcome, Doctor. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you very much. Thank you for the coordinator also.
Okay, other question? If there is no question, I think we already finished answer all the question. If we miss any question, please can WhatsApp again, or maybe we contact later on WhatsApp in the group, or maybe in my private WhatsApp. You can WhatsApp me anytime. I'd like to thank you again and thank the Society of UTM for inviting us. And inshallah, see you in next session. We will try to contact Dr. Shajaril to do Atlas workshop for you when the time is suitable for him. And for the Yemeni Society, we will inform you later on, inshallah, and we will prepare for that workshop. And if there is any workshop, if you want to do or if you need it, you can contact the Yemeni Society, and we can collaborate with them in UTHM, and we provide the speaker from if you don't have a speaker in UTM, we can try to help you. Because I am here in UTHM, the president of Yemeni for Micropolitan Research Center. We organize many workshops. We organize many short course. So if you need any help in any title, if we can help you, we will try to provide the speaker for you, and we can collaborate with Yemeni Society in UTM, and inshallah we will try to help you as we can. Thank you a lot again. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Okay, Mr. Mana.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, and thanks for everyone who attended the workshop. We hope you got as much benefit as possible, and inshallah, as Dr. Abdullah said, if you have any suggestions for any workshops, please tell us. Maybe we can help you. And inshallah, if you have any other questions, please send them in the WhatsApp group, And regarding the certificate of participation, we will send the Google form in the WhatsApp group if you would like to get one, inshallah. And thank you so much again, Doctor, for all your efforts. And we wish you all the best. Thank you.
Okay, assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.